welcome. It's Wednesday evening. Jen back there, I just cut her off.
I'm finding us live. There you are.
All right, well, welcome. It's a new moon and it's Earth Day.
Oh, that means I'm going to be doing that.
We're actually not going to do moon salutations. I know. I got something else planned for you. I mean, we are going to do some half moons, of course. But we're not going to do our regular moon salutations. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to get a block or a cushion, something like that, to get yourself ready, then please do. All right, so we're going to actually start today in child's pose. So let's take a seat on those heels. And with the inhale, we'll stretch the arms up overhead, big giant inhale. And we'll exhale down through the heart chakra. Inhaling, reaching up tall. Obviously not pre-rehearsed. Exhaling down. One more big inhale. And now we'll dive forward, extending that spine, bring that third eye down to the earth. See if you can let the hips sink down. Maybe you'll rock just a little bit from side to side. And then if the third eye is actually down on your mat, maybe see if you can roll the head a little bit from side to side. And then whenever you're ready, let's come to the center and sink down. Let the rib cage melt into the earth. We'll bring all of our attention into the third eye. And in the third eye space, in this new moon space, we'll just begin to find that flicker. Those stars twinkling in the new moon space. Breathing. Connecting to that extra energy. With the new moon, we like to start new things. So allowing yourself to feel that energy to create, to start something up that you put on the back shelf. Working with the breath on the exhale, let's walk those hands over to the right. Sink down a little bit further. Let the hips fall off the left side. So really sink those hips way far over to the left. And then we'll inhale, making our way back through the center, and exhale, lower back down. Taking one breath here in the center, and then we'll start to walk those hands over to the left and sink those hips out over to the right. The head is heavy. Those hips are sinking deeper and deeper. Breathing. On the inhale, let's bring those hands back to the center, and then we'll press the palms together, and we'll float those thumbs to the back of our neck. When you get the thumbs there, walk those elbows a little further away from the body. Is that right? Yeah. You can walk the elbows this way.
Oh, okay.
Breathing in and out through the nose. Finding your breath. And so when we start to think about creating or starting something new, one of the things that gets in our way is failure. So maybe for our new moon, our intention might be that failure is okay. We can't actually succeed until we fail. So breathing in and out of the nose. If you have your own intention for tonight, please use that, or maybe you'll use inhaling, exhaling, breathing. We'll release those hands back down onto the mat. Spread out the fingers. Let's come on up into our tabletop. In the tabletop, we'll just start to rock those hips a little bit from side to side. Open up those hips. And then making your way back into the center, spreading the fingers wide. We'll take the gaze and the tailbone up into that cow. We'll tuck the chin, round the spine, head into the cat. Inhaling, failure is okay. that cat. Releasing to neutral. We're just going to send that right arm out, and then we'll float that left leg back, finding our balance. Breathing in and out. So in our balances today, if we fall, it's okay. Breathing. And with the exhale, we'll bring the right hand and that left knee down. We'll float that left arm out and the right arm out, or right leg out. Both your arms floating. Breathing. And then let's release back down. Coming into the table, we're going to lift up into that cow. We're going to bend the elbows now to a hover and round into the calves. Bending the elbows to a hover, lift the heart, press into the cow. Exhale, swinging yourself back and forth a few times. Breathe through the spine. And let's make our way back up. Returning back to neutral. We're going to float that right arm out. We'll float the left leg out. Now we're going to bend that left knee this time and reach back. Pick up the foot. Maybe you're going to give it a little bit of a kick. Lift the heart. Breathe. One more inhale. And then let's release back out. Make your way back to that table. If you want to wiggle the hips here, go ahead. And then let's try the other side. So we'll take the left arm out, float that right leg. Bending that right knee, we'll reach back, pick up the foot, give it a nice good kick, lift the heart. Find your breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Releasing back down, we'll make our way into the tabletop. Spreading those fingers, we'll lift the gaze and lift the tailbone. On the exhale, we'll lower, hover, chaturanga. Inhale, round your way back to the cat. Inhale, take it up, cow. Exhale, round on down, chaturanga. Inhale it up, cat. One more time. Inhale, lift up, cow. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, round for the cat. Release to neutral. All right, so we've got one more in this little warm-up. We're going to spread those hands. We're going to tuck our toes and bring those knees to a hover. Good? All right, engage the core. Right arm goes out. Keep the knees at a hover. Send the left leg out. Keep that right knee hovering over your mat. Stretch those arms and legs away from each other. And come on down. So bring both knees down. Wiggle those hips. All right, let's try the other side. So we're starting at the hover. So hover those knees. Good. Left arm goes out. Now the right leg goes out. Fix your drishti. Find your balance. Engage your core. Spread out the right hand. You got it. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And come on down. Good job. Wiggle out those hips. All right, let's sink those hips back into that child's pose real quick. Walk those hands behind you this time. Let the shoulders fall towards the earth. The forehead is heavy. Breathe. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Find your breath. Inhaling softly. Take a little check-in. Where's the mind going? How does that body feel? Breathe. On the inhale, the gaze comes up. Spread out those, walk the fingers forward. Spread out the fingers. Let's tuck those toes and head up to the downward facing dog. Pedal out those feet. Wiggle those hips from side to side. And now let's come up and down on the toes. Breathing. Shake out the head. And then let's start to settle the heels towards the earth. Wrap the armpits in towards the face. On the exhale, start to walk the fingertips back to the toes, finding your forward fold. The head is heavy. Rock your weight forward into the balls of the feet. And then maybe you're going to start to sway a little bit from side to side. Maybe you want to bend those knees greatly, sinking those hips down a couple of times. Release those hamstrings. release the fingertips towards the earth. Wiggle those big toes into touch. Inhale, lift yourself up, mountain, Tadasana. On the exhale, lean it back on Uttanasana. Inhale, right back up. Flat back, let's come down. Forward fold. Inhaling up halfway. Exhale down to bow. Inhale up halfway, flat back. Take your gaze to the top of the mat. Let's walk it out, plank. Elbows in, lower to chaturanga. So maybe knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog. Over toes, let's make our way to down dog. Long, slow breath, inhaling. With the exhale, we're gonna drop the knees to the right, the left hip towards the earth. We're not staying, we're gonna pop right back up. Drop those knees to the left, bring the right hip down. Press right back up. Taking the gaze to the top of the mat. On the inhale, walking, stepping, hopping. Let's come to the top. Inhale it up halfway, down to bow. Right back to the top, mountain, Tadasana. Little baby back bend on Uttanasana. Reach for the sky. Flat back, hinge forward, bow, forward fold, up halfway. Bend those knees, plant the hands, step, hop, or fly to the back. Lower to chaturanga. Take it up, upward facing dog. Over toes, make your way to down dog. Take a breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Here we are, right foot heads up towards the sky. Bend that knee, open the hip, roll the ankle a little bit. Give the leg a little shake. Let's take the right knee into the chest. Give it a tap. Shoot it up towards the sky. Right knee to chest. Tap. Up towards the sky. Now, right knee to the chest. Hold it here. Look in between those hands. Step that right foot up. So you're in this nice low lunge. Breathe. On the inhale, we're going to bring the hands to the heart. I'm going to drop my right hip towards the right heel and bring the left toes up towards the sky. Yep, there you go. You got it. Exactly. So if you're tipping really far forward here, see if you can lean back. You might even use those peace fingers so that you can lift the heart up. Breathe. Inhaling through the nose. Now on the exhale, I'm going to dive my hands to either side of that left foot. Low lunge. Lift the heart. Breathe. Perfect. Draw that right heel towards the earth. Open things up. Plant those hands. Fly that left foot back. Elbows in. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale over toes. Downward facing dog. Find your breath. Left foot now, heads up towards the sky. Bend that knee, open the hip, flex the foot, spread those toes. Breathe. On the exhale, left knee into the chest. Squeeze. Shoot it back up. Left knee in, squeeze. Shoot it back up. Last time, left knee into the chest. Look forward, plant that left foot to the back of your mat, right? Bring the hands into the heart, inhale. On the exhale, drop those elbows to the inside of that left leg. Bring those right toes up towards the sky. Breathe. Inhaling. Exhaling. So try to lean that torso back a little bit further. Use your breath. Slow the heart. On the exhale, we're going to walk those hands to frame the right foot. Low lunge. Lift the heart. Inhale. Planting those hands, right foot flies back, elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, come on up, upward facing dog. Over toes, make your way back, down dog. Finding your breath, inhale. Exhale, heels a little bit closer towards the earth. Inhaling, looking forward. With the exhale, walking, stepping, flying up to the top. Take it up halfway, nice flat back. Exhale down, forward fold. Inhale it up, mountain, Tadasana. Little baby back bend, lean back. Inhale for the sky. Flat foot, dive on down. Up halfway. Bend those knees, plant those hands, step, hop, float. Vinyasa. Elbows in, touching that rib cage. Inhale, heart lifts. Over toes. Let's make your way back to the downward facing dog. So in the down dog, just pedal out those feet a little bit. Shake out the hips. Wiggle things around. Release anything that you need to. Breathing. Floating that right foot up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Take that right foot forward to the top of your mat. Look back at that left big toe. Plant the big toe where the heel was and reach up towards the sky. Inhale. Warrior one. Bring that left hip forward towards the top of your mat. Spread out those right toes. Breathe. Inhaling softly. On the exhale, we're going to reach those hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Tuck the chin. Stretch those palms down towards the earth. Open up those shoulders. Breathe. With an exhale, bring that torso over the thigh. Some of us are going to stay right here. We're actually going to lean on the thigh. If we have more space, we're going to take the chest off of the thigh. Bring the forehead towards the ankle and let those arms go overhead. Humble warrior. Slide your weight into that back foot. Engage the core. Lift up through that root lock. Breathe. One more breath. Press to the outside edge of that left foot. On the inhale, we're going to release the arms. Windmill up. Reverse warrior. Peaceful warrior. With the exhale, windmill those hands down to the mat. Right foot slides back. Elbows in. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Over toes. Let's make our way to the downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet. Shake out those hips. Wiggle things around. Let's try the left side. Left foot heads up. We'll bend that knee. Open the hip. Flex the foot. Spread those toes. Left foot heads forward to the top of our mat. Peeking back at the right foot. Turn the toes out about 45 degrees. Lift the root lock. Inhale it up. Warrior one. We're going to work on that right hip. Turning that right hip forward to the top of our mat. Bring that left knee forward. Left hip back. Lift up. Breathe. Inhaling through nose. With the exhale, let's drop those hands behind the back. Tuck the chin. Interlace those fingers and stretch the palms towards the earth. Open up those shoulders. You should feel that stretch across the upper chest. Breathe. With the exhale, let's start to dive down. So you can soften right onto that left thigh or float down, bringing the forehead towards the ankle, arms head overhead. Shift your weight into that right foot. Let the root lock hold you up here. Breathe. Inhaling, exhaling. With the inhale, let's lift through the root lock, release those arms, windmill them up and over, reverse, peaceful warrior. With the exhale, take it on down to your mat. Left foot heads back, elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Over toes, we're meeting at downward facing dog. Pedaling out those feet, shake out those hips, wiggle things around. On the inhale, we're coming up to the toes. On the exhale, we're stepping, hopping, flying to the top. Take it up halfway, and down we are to that. Bend those knees, drop the hips down. Let's peel it up. Chair, Utkatasana. Sitting down nice and low. Lift the heart up. Breathe. Now, we're going to rock forward onto the balls of our feet. So lift those heels up off of your mat. We're going to drop those hands out in front of us. And now we're going to take some little pulses. So we're going to drop the hips and pulse. There you go, little bounces. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, you got it, 3, 2, 1. We're going to interlace those hands behind the back, forward fold, arms go up and overhead. Find your breath. Inhaling, exhaling through the nose. Breathe. Releasing those hands down. Let's take it up halfway, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant those hands, let's vinyasa. Walk, step, hop it back. Elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Over toes, meet me back at downward facing dog. Taking a breath, inhaling, exhaling. Finding the inhale, finding the exhale, Breathing. On the inhale, we'll take that right foot up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip, flex that foot, spread those toes. Let's flip our dog. Take that right foot up and over. Drop that right shoulder towards the earth. Breathe. On the exhale, we're going to take that right foot forward to the top of our mat. We're going to find that twist. Good. Now, we're going to take those hands back into the heart, just like we did earlier. Spin to the outside edge of that back foot, bringing the heart up. There we are. Good job. So we're on the inside of that right leg, lifting the toes. Breathe. Now, here's the tricky part. Here comes your half moon. So you're going to want your block towards the back of your mat. So if you need to go get it, let's send it over there. Yeah, perfect. All right. So from here, we're going to magically float up and over to half moon. Go, go, go. So use your left, yep, perfect. Breathe. Nice. Spread out those left toes. So if you have a little wobble, just give it another try. Breathing in and out. Long breath. All right, so from this half moon, let's see, let me get on the right leg here. I know, now that we're moving front and back of our mat. On the exhale, we're going to start to bend the left knee. We're going to lift up and over, reverse. Peaceful warriors. Now, we're going to windmill the back foot around. So I'm going to come to the outside edge of the back foot, and I'm going to release the left hand and take the twist. Nice. Yeah. Right hand comes down, back to the twist. Good.
That was neat.
Perfect, right? It's fun. You just got to pay attention. Know your right and your left. So yeah. All right. From here, we're going to slide that left foot up and back, headed to side plank Vashisthasana. So if you're not coming all the way back, we're going to step that left foot just to the center of our mat and lift those hips up away from the earth. Breathing in and out. Find your breath. Stretch the crown of the head forward. Breathe. So on the exhale, if you're in this midway point, see if you can step back. We're all going to pivot forward to the plank. Elbows come in, chaturanga. Inhale the up dog. Over toes, we'll take it on back. Downward facing dog. Finding your breath. Slowing that heart rate. Big inhale through the nose. Gentle exhale. Let's try the other side. Left foot goes up, bend that knee, open the hip, flex the foot, spread those toes. And here we go. Flip your dog. Take it up and over. Good. Heart's up. Lift. Let that left shoulder sink towards the earth. Push through that right hand. Breathe. On the exhale, left foot heads back up to the top of your mat, starting in that twist, right? Perfect. Now, from the twist, I'm going to turn around. We're going to bring those hands into the heart. Pivot, bringing that right foot up, sitting to the inside of that left leg. There you go. Sink down, heart lifts up. It should be getting easier as you start to stretch out. Breathe. Now, again, make sure you have your block ready. We're going to shift onto that right foot. So we're going to go up and over, headed into half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. Find your breath. So watch the crown of the head. See if you can draw it out nice and long. Extend it from the spine. Flex or point that back foot. Stretch those arms away from each other. Breathe. On the exhale, we're going to bend that right knee, stepping out. Inhale, reverse, peaceful warrior stretch. Now we're going to find that twisted peaceful warrior. So we're going to pivot to the ball of the back foot. Windmill those arms around, reaching with the right hand to that left leg.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Good. You got it.
Got it.
Now we're going to windmill back down to the twist. Perfect. Good. Looks good. All right. So from the twist, we're headed to side plank So again, stopping at that midsection or floating it back. Hips up nice and high. Stack those shoulders. Lift the hips away from your mat. Stretch the arms away from each other. And then let's vinyasa. Hands down. Elbows in. Chaturanga. Inhale. Come on up. Upward facing dog. Over toes. Make your way to down dog. Pedal out those feet. Shake out those hips. So remember, anywhere along this journey, you can skip a vinyasa, head to child, take a down dog, whatever you gotta do. Let's take one more breath. Inhale through nose. Exhale, release the heat. Inhaling, taking the gaze forward. On the exhale, step, hop, or fly. You're coming up. Up halfway, down to bow. Bend those knees, drop the hips down nice and low. Peel the torso up, chair, Utkatasana. Stretch those arms up, sit down in that little imaginary chair, right? Pretend like it's one of those little kiddie chairs. See if you can really sink down, sit down, breathe. On the exhale, we're gonna bring our hands forward to the top of our mat. Come up onto the tippy toes. Place the knees to the back of our arms. Some of us are staying right here. Maybe we could venture out and take a little rock forward and a little rock back. Maybe we can see if when we tip forward, we can pick up a big toe and back. Maybe we're staying there, back and forth, back and forth. Maybe both feet are headed up off of our mat. Finding our crow, Bakasana. Breathing, the gaze is forward. Take your time. Squeeze those heels up towards the buns. Breathe. If you're rocking, find that nice gentle motion. Picking a foot up, coming back down, picking the next foot up. One more breath here. Good. All right. On the exhale, we're going to drop those heels back to our mat. Peel the torso back up. Chair, Utkatasana. Leaning back, find your breath. Inhaling through the nose. On the exhale, we're going to stand up on that right leg and shoot the left leg out. Breathe. Drop those arms down to cactus arms. Yep, you got it. Nice. See if you can pick that heel up nice and even with the hip. Now, draw the left foot back and tip forward with these cactus arms. Warrior three. Breathing. Send the arms forward, reach out. Exhale, draw them back, cactus arms. Send it forward, reach out long. Exhale back, cactus arms. One more, send it forward, breathe. Exhale the cactus arms. Drop that left foot, open up, warrior two. Inhaling, sitting down long. Exhaling. So in that warrior two, we're gonna walk those back toes in a little bit more than the heel. We're gonna bring that front knee over that right ankle. We're gonna sink those hips down towards the earth. Breathe. Sweep up, reverse, peaceful warrior. And on the exhale, come on down, side angle. Open that heart up towards the sky. Holding here at the shin or at the thigh or reaching down for the earth. Open things up, breathe. If you have a bind, let's tuck that left hand behind the back. Tuck those right arm under. Pick up that left hand. Open it up. Maybe the gaze goes over the shoulder. Maybe the gaze is out over that right big toe. It's really up to you. What feels better? Breathe. Inhaling. Sweep those arms up. Warrior two. Nice. On the exhale, go ahead and straighten that right leg. Inhale, take it down, warrior two. Sweep up, reverse, peaceful warrior. Now on the exhale, we're gonna bring the right hand down in front of the belly and the left arm goes overhead. Inhaling, there you go. Exhale, reverse. Inhaling, that right arm goes down, reach up. Last one, inhale, reverse. Exhale, so right hand folds in front of the belly, left arm reaches overhead. Now see if you can float that right arm overhead. Stretch. Exhale down, Inhale to up dog. Over toes. Let's meet back at down dog. Pedal out those feet. Shake out those hips. Wiggle things around from side to side. On the inhale, take the gaze forward. On the exhale, let's step, hop, or fly. Head up to the top of your mat. Inhaling up halfway and down to bow. Bend those knees, drop the hips down, peel that torso up, chair, Utkatasana. Sitting down, the tailbone is down. Breathe. With the inhale, so we're going to start to stand up on that left leg and shoot the right leg up. Good. Drop those arms down to cactus arms. Nice active arms. Pick that heel up a little bit higher. Now here we go. Float the right foot back. Warrior three. Keep those cactus arms. Good. Send those arms out. Airplane, Superman, whatever you want to call it. Back to the cactus. Send those arms back out long. Exhale, take them back. One more, take those arms out long. Exhale those arms to cactus. Bend that left knee, step out wide. Warrior two. Sitting down. So settle in the warrior two. Start to walk those back toes in. Sink the shoulders from the ears. Sink the pose down. Stretch the arms out long. Take a breath. Inhale through nose. Exhale, ground, root the feet into the earth. Inhale, up we go, reverse. Exhale down, side angle. Stretching out. So holding wherever you're comfortable in the side angle. Holding here at the thigh, maybe reaching for the earth. If you have the bind, let's stretch that right hand behind. Awkward little turn with that left hand. Open it up. Gazing over the shoulder or down at the big toe, right? We just don't want to have that kink in our neck. So open up wherever it feels good to you. Shift your weight into that back foot. Breathe, because remember, we're not done. Strong legs. Release the bind. Inhale up. Warrior two. Nice. Straighten that left leg. Exhale. Take it up. Reverse. Now, the left hand comes in front of the belly. The right arm goes overhead. So the lower torso is not, or the lower part of the body is not moving. Inhale up. Exhale, take it down. Breathe. One more, inhale. Strong, strong legs. Exhale. So your last little challenge, float that left arm up. Beautiful. Let's go down. Clamp those hands. Left foot flies back. Elbows in. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Over toes. Down dog. Pedal those feet out. Shake out those legs. Wiggle things around. Breathe. Let's take the knees to the outside edges of our mat. Sit those hips back on the heels. And we'll walk the hands back. So fingertips are going to face forward. If you need to grab your water or wipe off, this is a good spot to do it.
Okay.
We're just going to take a little stretch for those thighs because you should have felt them working in that last little flow. So fingertips are facing forward. We'll let the head fall back. We're going to lift those hips off of the heels. You should feel it stretch out that whole front part, releasing any tension we might have created. And then let's lower it down. Walk it back up. If you want to hammer some things out, go ahead. All right, let's go back. Downward facing dog. Clamp those hands, take a little hop. Walk those feet out. Wiggle things around. Breathe in and out. Finding your breath. On the inhale, we're going to take that right foot up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip, flex that foot, spread those toes. Right foot steps up and over, flip your dog. Hips up, heart up, right shoulder falls down. So if you are one of those people who are dying to roll into your full wheel here, go right ahead. We're going to take 2 more breaths. So go to the wheel or hang out here. Breathe in, breathe out. On the exhale, we're going to take that right foot forward to the top of our mat, headed to our twist. Good. Breathe. Releasing hands to the inside of that right leg. We'll float those left toes up. Heart reaches back. Nice. Beautiful. Launching off, we're going to head over to that left foot for half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Nice job. Beautiful. Flex or point that back foot. Breathe. Inhaling. On the exhale, we're going to bend the right knee, reach back, pick up the foot, find a little baby back bend here. Great. Now, we're going to pivot that right hip towards the earth, lift the left hand, and make our way to dancer. Give it a try. Remember, failure is okay. Right? Imbalances especially. We expect to fall out, and we just get right back in. Now, from here, we're going to leave that right foot in the air, and I'm going to switch hands. So I'm going to bring my right hand forward and reach back for my foot with my left. Twisted dancer. Nice. On the exhale, I'm going to let the back foot go. Right hand down, revolved, half moon. Breathe. Block under that right hand if you got it. Long breath. On the exhale, just bend that left knee down to your twist. Find your breath, open the heart. We're going to drop that back knee, lift up and over, reverse. Exhale, coming back. Tuck those back toes under, pick up the back knee. Float the left foot back. No, left foot wrong. Side plank, Vashisthasana. Hips up nice and high. Breathing in, breathing out. On the exhale, pivot forward. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Over toes. Downward facing dog. Now, right foot awkwardly goes back up. Bring the right knee into the chest. Step the right foot over to the left. Fallen tree. Inhale. Now, on the exhale, I'm going to sink my hips to the floor. Wide leg. Arms up. Bow down. Forward fold. Nice. Hug the belly button. Sink down if you need that block or your cushion, a pillow, whatever you need. Fold on in there. Take a nice big breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sinking towards the earth. Breathing. Slow the heart rate with the inhale. That was a lot of flying that we did, a lot of balancing. With the exhale, release the heat. One more breath. Big inhale. Slow that heart rate down. Sticking with our mantra. Remember, failure is okay. So if we fall out of any of these balances, it's all right. It's how we learn. It's how we move forward to succeed. With the inhale, walk yourself up. All right, so now you're wondering, I'm sure, how the heck you get out of here, yeah? So we're gonna go back to fallen tree. So all we're gonna do is right arm up and over, left arm up and over, boom, good. Now right knee into chest, fly it behind you, down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, exhale, meet me at down dog. Pedal out your feet, shake out those hips. This is your last flow, last side, left foot heads up towards the sky. Bend that knee, open the hip, flex the foot, spread the toes, flip that dog, hips up tall. We're gonna stay here for a few seconds, so if you wanna walk that left hand to the mat and take your full wheel from here, go right ahead. Breathing in, push that right hand into the earth, lift those hips up a little bit further, one more breath. On the exhale, let's all move that left foot forward to the top of our mat, finding that twist. Breathe. Long breath. With the inhale, pick up the heart. We're going to head to the inside of that left foot. Right toes are up towards the sky. Nice. Steady yourself. Steady your breath. You know we have a long balance in front of us. So here we go. We're going to float onto that right foot starting in half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. Right hand out in front, 6 to 8 inches. Lift that left leg up. Open the heart. Breathe. Spread out those right toes. Find your nice solid base. Let's start to bend that left knee. Reach back. Pick up the foot. Kick in. Find that little baby back bend. Now, start to drop that left hip towards the earth and pick up the right hand. Moving to dancer, Nadarajasana. Breathe. Kick in. That's your balance point. Lift the heart. Find your breath. Now let's switch hands. Release. Bring the left hand forward. Reach the right hand back. Kick in. Twisted dancer. Find your balance. Find your breath. On the exhale, we're going to release the left hand down. Kick that left leg long. Revolved half moon. Breathe. Inhaling. With the exhale, we'll sink down. Low lunge with the twist. Nice. Back knee goes down. Inhale. Reverse it up. Exhale, coming back. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee. Slide that right foot back. Side plank. Vashisthasana. Hips up nice and long. Open the heart. Breathe. Exhale, pivot forward plank. Elbows in, down dog or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Left foot goes right back up into the air. Send that left knee into the chest and then slide it over to the right, fallen tree. Open the heart, breathe. Now, start to sink those hips down, let the heels roll down. Hands walk forward, wide leg forward fold. See if you have a little more space now. Work yourself down a little bit further. Breathing. Hug the belly button in and up. Let the spine soften towards the earth. Breathing in and out. Long breath. Good job. Oops. All right. Here we are. With an inhale, let's crawl ourselves back up. All right, so we got to go back to that fallen tree. So we're going to bring those hands back. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, come through. Last vinyasa or down dog or head to your mat, up to you. In that down dog, take a nice long breath. Pedal out those feet, shake out those hips, and let's take the knees down to the earth. Walk those hands back, sit on the heels. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhaling, coming down through the heart. One more time, big inhale up. Exhale, rolling down through the heart. All right, so we're gonna slither out onto our bellies, so however you wanna get there, come nice and low. Ugh. Good. Once you're on your belly, we're gonna do a little spine work. So we're gonna slide those hands right under the shoulders, zipper up those legs, press the pelvis in. So we're just headed up to little baby cobra. Push into those hands, lift the heart. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, come back up, little baby cobras. Exhale, come on down. One more, little baby cobra, breathe. And exhale down. So now we're gonna float those hands up off of our mat, so bring them right up to the shoulder. And now we're gonna inhale, press through the pelvis, lift it up, little baby cobra. Release those hands behind you, stretch them back. Maybe you're gonna interlace those fingers back there, pick the torso up a little bit more, breathe. With the exhale, let's come down. We're gonna bring that left cheek to the mat. Let the shoulders fall in. Take a nice big breath, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Breathe. Now walk those fingertips right back up under the shoulders. So we're gonna bring the nose so that's just hovering over the mat. zipper up the legs. So we want to work on the spine. So we're going to keep the torso flat on the mat, but we're going to pick up the feet. So zipper those feet up, press into those hands. See if you can pick them up a little bit more. Get those thighs off of your mat. One more breath. And then release it down. Good. Bring the right cheek to your mat. You can release those hands back. Shoulders fall in towards the earth. Inhaling through nose. Exhaling. Breathe. All right, coming back to the center. So walk those hands back up under the shoulders. Last one. So we're going to bring the hands up to the shoulders off of your mat. Zipper up those legs. On the inhale, we're going to pick up the feet, send the arms back, lift everything up, breathe. Holding here for 5, 4, 3. Pick those feet up a little higher. 2, and 1. Down you go. Bring the left cheek to the mat. Fold in. Soften the breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Walking those hands up underneath the shoulders. We're going to lift ourselves up into that tabletop. In the table, we'll take the gaze and the tailbone up for the cow. Tuck that chin round through the spine in the cat. Now hold it here in that cat. Let it feel good. Breathe. On the exhale, walk those hands back. Sink those hips onto the heels. We'll take a rabbit, so we'll take that cat just a little bit further. Squeeze the knees together. Reach back, pick up the heels, tuck the chin round through the neck. We're going to bring the forehead down to the knees and pick those hips up into the air. Squeeze the heels together when you get there. And then see if you can pick those hips up even higher. One more breath. And let's start to come up out of that rabbit. Nice job. All right, so you can slide off those heels and swing your feet around, or plant those hands and take a little hop. Coming to sitting. Let's bring the soles of the feet together in that butterfly. Wiggle the hips around, get those sit bones down to the earth. With the inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. On the exhale, we're just going to tip forward, so we're not going to actually come to the ground. We're going to engage the core, lock the belly button to the spine, tip in and hold yourself up. Keep breathing. Now, it's super easy to hold your breath here, so don't. Release, breathe in through the nose, exhale through the nose. See if you can soften the knees towards the earth, stretch those arms out even further, lengthen the spine a little further, come closer and closer to me, and then exhale. Now you can fold over. Head is heavy. Sink down towards the ground. Breathe, round through that spine. Use your breath. And with the inhale, let's roll ourselves up. Fold those knees in and send the feet out long. All right, so let's take a twist from here. So we'll step that right foot over the left. If you want to get a blanket, you could sit up on the edge of your blanket or the edge of a pillow. You can keep that left foot long, or we'll fold it back towards that right hip. See if you can get both sit bones down on your mat or your blanket. And we'll stretch up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhaling through the heart, we're going to bring that left elbow outside of that right thigh. So try not to push right on the knee. See if you can sink the elbow down into the meatier part. And then press in and lift the heart looking over that right shoulder. You can stay right here, or if you have a little more room to work, let's drop the right hand behind us, lift the heart up even higher. Holding here, or let's see if we can bind. So we'll take that left hand, tuck it under, reach around with the right, lift the heart. Breathe. As you you inhale, stretch the crown of the head up towards the sky. And as you exhale, twist, twist, twist. One last breath, inhaling. And with the exhale, let's unwind. Roll forward, arms go up. And on the exhale, we'll just take the counter twist. So the arms just come over to the left. They don't have to go very far. Just look over that left shoulder. And then release, come back to the center. Unwind the legs, and then both out long. Breathe. We'll take that left foot up and over. Again, adjust the sit bones. Decide if you want to keep that right leg straight or tuck it back. Take a peek at that front foot. Try not to have the toes way far back. See if the heel might be in line with the knee. And let's inhale it up. Hands through the heart. Take that right elbow over. Drop it down as low as you can so that you can push into that meaty part of that left thigh and take your twist even further. Gaze goes over the left shoulder. Hold it here if you want, or drop that left hand. Let's go a little bit further. If you have the bind, let's release that right arm underneath. Now, wherever you are, let's lift the head, inhale. And exhale, twist it through a little bit more. Breathing. And let's unwind, release. Release both legs out long. And then we'll slide both knees in.
What? Counter.
Oh, we didn't do our counter, thanks. All right, so twist yourself back up. Pretzel yourself back up. Left leg on top. Sorry about that. Let's reach up.
Left leg on top.
Yes, left leg on top. And we'll counter to the right. So walk those hands to the right. Gaze over the right shoulder. And then release. Good thing, right? You'd be cursing me. Later tonight, you'll be like, something is not even. All right, so release the legs back out long. Hug the knees in. Let's head down to our mat. Stretch the arms out. Lower down. You did tons of core, so you can just flop on down. Or rock a little bit from side to side. All right. Let's fold the soles of the feet together. Reach down for the outside edges of the feet and draw those knees to the top of your mat. Now draw your tailbone down to the mat. And then tuck the chin and see if you can get the back of your neck onto the mat so the head stays down. Draw the knees to the top of your mat. See if you can get that nice flat spine. So really draw the chin in towards the chest. Breathe. And then release, hug those knees back in. We're gonna take either Happy Baby or Halasana. So up to you, whichever pose you'd like to finish on tonight. Make your way there. If you're in Halasana, you might walk your hands to the toes, flex the feet and press the feet into the hand. You'll get a little extra hamstring stretch. If you're in the Happy Baby, maybe you'll start to straighten the right leg. Bringing it in, we'll straighten the left leg. Up to you, whichever pose is working better for you to end this evening. And then wherever you are, if you're in the Halasana, we're going to take our time rolling down one vertebra at a time. So bring those hands back to your mat, roll on down. But as you get the tailbone down, just bring the knees in. If you're in the Happy Baby, we'll just fold those knees right into the chest. Wrap those arms around the shins, rock a little bit from side to side. Lastly, float that forehead up to the knees, stretch everything out. And then we'll release ourselves out to Shavasana. So if you need a second to go turn your lights down, maybe you want to grab a drink of water so that you can rest easy, or go find your favorite essential oil and bring it back to your mat. you get back, if you have your oil, let's just take a little onto the palms of our hands, roll our hands together. We'll lay down, let the feet go wide, let the arms float out away from the body, and then we'll fold those hands right over the face, taking a nice big inhale, feeling the oxygen reach all the way down to those big toes. And as we exhale, we'll start to let it go. Let the feet get heavy. The hips are sinking and melting in towards the earth. Our rib cage is getting softer and melting around the heart. The entire face begins to relax. The tongue is softening away from the roof of your mouth. And now we bring our attention back into the third eye. In that third eye space, we begin to find that flicker of color and light. Whatever your mantra or your intention was, if it was mine, failure is okay, bring it back to the forefront. And with your final exhale, we'll start to let everything go. Let the breath go, let the body go, let the mind go. With a nice big inhale, we'll start to draw the breath back in towards the body. As we exhale, we'll just soften the head gently from side to side. When we're ready, we'll start to wiggle some fingers and toes. Let's roll the wrists and the ankles. Stretching the arms up overhead, we'll point those toes and find a full body stretch. And with an exhale, let's hug those knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins, take a little rock from side to side. And then we'll tip over to the right or the left. Falling to the right, we might be feeling a little more rajas, a little more energized. Falling to the left, a little more tamas, a little more calmer, softer. And with an inhale, let's start to make our way up to a nice comfortable seat. Just let the eyes remain soft for just a moment longer. Rooting the sit bones into the earth. Taking an inhale, let's stretch those arms out wide and reach up for the sky. Pressing the palms together, gathering up that itty piece of yogic magic just for yourself. Hugging that little piece of magic into the heart chakra. Taking a final breath, we'll inhale all of that new moon energy. And as we exhale, reminding ourselves that failure is okay. We can't succeed without it. Thank you so much for joining us. Namaste.
Namaste.
All right.
Yay.
Great job, you guys. And thanks so much for joining us this evening. I hope you have a magical new moon.
Yes.
Just a little reminder, we are donation only, so if you can help us keep this free for those of you that can't afford it. You can find our link on this site and at our website. Tomorrow is Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday. We have 11 o'clock tween yoga, and that'll be 40 minutes. And then we have another 12 p.m. class that I think is mellow flow. I think I have to check. Vinyasa.
The schedule is at the top of our
Yes.
Facebook group.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you joining us. Have a beautiful evening. Namaste.
Namaste.